But Johnny, it is now time to end the podcast, and we are now doing what we always like to do here on the Rick and Johnny podcast.
Make a sandwich.
We like to make a sandwich. We talked about DC at the beginning. We're talking about DC now. We talked about the Joker earlier.
Yeah.
We're talking about the Joker and Harley Quinn
It's like
now. Holy crap, it's a double-decker sandwich that we're making here.
It's like we used rye bread and then just marble rye.
Yeah. So it's a little different.
It's a little different, but it's
still the same.
It's basically the same.
It's basically the same. And what we are asking here, what we're talking about, is the new movie that has been being pushed into the news of this Joker Harley Quinn style movie that would star Jared Leto as the Joker and Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. However, the big thing in these news is that Warner Brothers developing this film, that this is potentially going to take the place of Gotham City Sirens. So I'm going to ask you, this is kind of a prediction question.
Yes.
This isn't necessarily a whatever Johnny says will be, but it's what you're feeling. Now hearing the news that they want to make a Joker Harley Quinn style movie, do you think that this is going to be the movie to end up replacing Gotham City Sirens?
I really hope not. I'm sorry, I don't, and I know you agree with me, I don't like Jared Leto's Joker.
I don't need it.
And if it's going to be Jared Leto's Joker, I mean, even without that, I would be at like 50-50 on replacing Gotham City Sirens with a Harley Joker movie, especially since we're going to get we're going to get a Joker origin movie now, as we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
So why do we need a Joker Harley movie? That's my thing. Especially I kind of don't. It's a few points. I don't like Jared Leto's Joker.
Okay.
Why do we need a Joker Harley movie when we're getting a Joker Origins movie? The same company. It's not like it's split up like Fox Marvel and Disney Marvel. And, used to be Sony Marvel, now works with Disney Marvel.
Yeah.
But it's not like we have separate companies doing it.
Let's be honest.
It's just DC.
Let's be honest. With that fact, with the Sony and Disney working together, you want to know how smart they are? The same writers that were on for Spider-Man Homecoming 1, guess what? They're going to do the sequel. It's been announced they're going to do the sequel.
No way.
Holy shit. Like, it worked the first time. Why not keep the same writers and shit?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It just seems like it's the right thing to do.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, Ricky.
And I'm glad you brought up the Joker movie.
Yeah.
Because here's my big thing.
Yes.
And I'm looking at an article now on ScreenRant.com where apparently Jared Leto called into an Australian radio show, Kyle and Jackie O, where he was asked about his future as the Joker in the DCEU, and in a brief clip on their Twitter, he confirmed that he is proud of the character and that any rumors of him leaving are not to be believed, that he is committed to playing the Joker, and right now the expectation is that he is going to be the Joker in Suicide Squad 2 and Gotham City Sirens. Well, if Joker and Harley Quinn replace Gotham City Sirens, then that means he's going to be in the Joker and Harley Quinn and Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah.
Here's the thing I don't get.
That's a shame.
Here's the thing I don't get, and I mean, this is kind of something that you touched on.
Yeah.
Is if you're going to make a Joker movie that is a Joker origin movie, why keep him on if you're going to cast a new Joker?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the thing. I mean, this is kind of going back into segment 1. I do not want them to pull this, well, there's many Jokers. No, fuck that.
Don't do that.
There's one Joker. There is one Joker. How many fingers am I holding up, Johnny?
It looks like one, but I'm not wearing my glasses.
One finger. There is one Joker. I would totally be against them going that route. I don't think they would. Something I just had to throw out there, though. I just don't get, if you're going to recast in another movie, why not just bite the bullet here? I mean, it could be a contract thing where, shit, we have them in for 2 more movies. Let's just have them in these 2 movies. But really, to me, that is setting up Suicide Squad 2 for, I'm going to say failure because I wasn't high on Suicide Squad 1.
No.
And then Gotham City Sirens, I don't think he'll be in that enough to screw it up.
No.
Only because it's going to be focusing on Catwoman, Harley, and Poison Ivy. But Joker and Harley Quinn, he could be in that one enough to fuck it up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to me, that's my big confusion. If you're going to recast for this, why not just bite the bullet and recast for all of them?
Yeah. No, I really hope it's not replacing Gotham City Sirens, though, because I actually am intrigued about that movie. I would like to see how that one plays out.
That one, I'm in the same boat as you. That is the most intriguing one of the three.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't know a lot of their stories. Like when it comes to the three of them working together, it's not like I'm like rooting for it, but it's like, well, I'd like to see it.
The thing that I think of, you brought up the animated series earlier.
Yeah.
There were a couple animated series episodes that were either the three of them working together, or like Poison. There was one with Poison Ivy and Harley working, and they were the main two. Those were fun episodes.
They were, actually.
That didn't revolve around Batman.
The whole Femme Fatale thing.
Yeah. And I mean, that's what I think back to. That's the one thing I'm like, oh, that would be really cool to get that episode, that style episode, but in a movie.
That would be.
And kind of get to see how the, I don't want to say heroines because they're not heroes, but you get what I'm saying.
Anti-heroes.
The female anti-heroes, or the anti-heroines, I should say, and get to see how they work in the crime scene.
Exactly.
How do they work together? Plus, it'd be, the last time we saw Poison Ivy in a film was Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
When she played Poison Ivy, and I want to say that was Batman and Robin.
Yeah,
with
lips.
with Mr. Freeze, Mr. Freeze and Bane. Was in that one. And the last time we saw Catwoman was, yes, we saw Anne Hathaway as her in The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, we saw that.
But before that, it was Halle Berry as Catwoman in the Catwoman movie.
Yep.
So, I mean, we get to see these new characters and how they work in the Gotham City kind of crime ring.
Exactly. Which would that's a very interesting
point.
Thank you. Storyline, too. Just what are they going to have to do, actually, too? Because since we're kind of getting sort of a Batman universe inside the DCEU now, it seems like, right? Am I right about that, Mr. DC over here?
What?
They're kind of doing a Batman universe inside the DCEU.
It's in the DCEU, but like Reeves said about Batman, it's going to be a Batman-contained story.
Yeah, but let's say this is the DCEU.
They're trying
Actually,
to.
here we go. I got the circle right here.
Yeah.
This is the DCEU. And this little circle right here is the Batman one.
Yeah,
it's attached to it,
they're
but
trying
it's
to
not.
do that.
It's not blatantly spread into.
I have said that they should do that because they're gonna have a Nightwing movie. You know what else I saw on SuperheroHype.com?
What?
Apparently, DC didn't even think about a Batgirl movie until Joss Whedon pitched it.
There you go.
That's the whole reason we're getting a Batgirl movie is because Joss Whedon pitched the Batgirl movie, and they said, "Sure, go ahead and write it.
Yeah,
go ahead, direct it, be the one."
Well, I'm glad they were open to it.
So, I mean, we're getting more of those Batman, Nightwing, Batgirl. We're getting those individual Gotham stories within this. Here's the thing I want to ask you, though, because this is a movie from 2011 that I did not see. It's a rom-com, so, I mean, it should be up my alley, but I didn't go and see it. And did you ever see Crazy Stupid Love with Steve Carell? Where I'll just read the bio for anyone who hasn't seen it. Middle-aged husband's life comes drastically when his wife asks him for a divorce. He seeks to rediscover his manhood with the help of a newfound friend, Jacob, learning to pick up girls at bars. So, I mean, I might have seen this like little bits and pieces. Most of the cast is Ryan Gosling was in it. You also had Marissa Tomei was in it. Kevin Bacon was in it. Julianne Moore. And then, obviously, Emma Stone and Steve Carell were in this as well. Though the reason why I bring that up is the directors from Crazy Stupid Love are the ones that are not being rumored, but they are the ones, Glenn Ficarra and John Rucua, I think. Requa. Sorry if I mispronounced that last name. They're going to write and direct the Harley Joker movie. That's why I bring that up. And that's going to be, does that kind of intrigue you at all? That because basically with that, the only thing I think of is So we're making Joker and Harley into a rom-com?
I don't like it
I hate it.
because the relationship in Suicide Squad wasn't the Harley Joker relationship I know.
I'm gonna say this, and this might go a little too far.
Okay.
With where we are as a society, like with everything that's going on right now in the world, we are not ready for a true Joker Harley movie.
No, we're not.
We are not, because the true, and this is just me, the true Joker Harley movie, first off, needs to be rated R. Second off, and the reason why I say we are not ready for this is if we want to go true to Joker Harley, this movie would have to have a lot of domestic violence in it.
It would.
Because
that's their relationship.
Because the Joker is a complete shithead and a complete douche to Harley.
He is.
To the fact where you think the Joker doesn't even care about Harley. Like, the whole thing is that the Joker, obviously, like, you get that he cares because he keeps her around.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is, does he, like, you question, does he really care because of how much he treats her like shit? Mm-hmm. But she is in the classic role of the female who just keeps getting abused but can't leave.
Yeah, she's
obsessed over the guy.
Exactly.
That's the relationship they have. One needs to be rated R, which I don't think DC will go with it. And two, as a society, we are not ready for that.
No.
Could you imagine if that movie came out, the shitstorm that it would get?
Oh my God. With how everything we see in the media nowadays?
It would have a ton of not websites, but a ton of people actively going against it to boycott it.
Yeah.
If we went true to what the characters should be.
Which disappoints me when we saw Suicide Squad, and I hear on Facebook, and it's not like people I actually know, but I see other articles that have people, oh, I wish I had the Joker Harley relationship. Like, no, you don't.
I look at those.
No girl should have that relationship.
I look at those people and I just go, do you know what the fuck you're talking about?
They don't.
Like. And I don't mean to say that as like I'm looking down at someone for not knowing, but it goes into hand in hand to know what you are talking about. It would be like, I'm going to throw this out there.
Yeah.
And this is me going completely turning the dial to 10. You ready?
Go for it.
It's like if I never saw Game of Thrones and said, oh, I want a relationship like Jaime and Cersei.
Oh, that's gross.
No, you don't want that.
Gross. You
don't want that. Like that.
Yeah, no.
That's me turning the dial to 10.
It's like I want to get along with my sibling, just like Jaime and Cersei.
No. Oh no, I'm not even saying that.
No, I know.
I'm saying leave that part out of it. Just say I want a relationship like Jaime and Cersei, not knowing anything about Game of Thrones.
No, like that's why I just said.
Yeah,
I want to get along.
Not knowing that. Oh, so you want to date your brother?
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if you at least know that they're brother and sister.
No, I'm saying you don't know.
You don't know even though that.
I'm saying you don't know that. And you're saying you want that. Like that's what that reminds me of.
Or if you don't know anything about Games of Thrones except that they're brother and sister, and saying, "Oh, I want a relationship with my brother like that."
Kind of, that would work too.
No, you don't.
But back to the main point. Yeah. The only thing, like the Crazy Stupid Love directors, when I see that headline and when I kind of look at it, I mean, the thing that I worry about is that how is this going to be? Because if I'm taking the base knowledge, Crazy Stupid Love, that's what I'm using as the base. Because they've written Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah.
It's tangible. I can look at it. I don't need a romantic comedy starring the Joker and Harley Quinn.
No, I don't
need it. Because that would be, to me, not true to the characters.
Yeah.
It would be completely the opposite
of what
we were going with, of what we should be going with.
No, exactly.
Because I mean, really, it's not like Deadpool, where Deadpool, Fox was able to get away with that because Deadpool's a comedic character,
exactly,
at his core. Joker and Harley are not like that.
No, they're not comedy like that.
They are not comedy at all, and that's why it worries me, and why I go back to the main point of this. DC, if you're listening, if you're watching, just go. Just go with Gotham City Sirens.
Yes, please.
Because to me, that would be a better story. Hell, I would even like it if they had the crazy, stupid love directors writing that movie.
Yeah.
Only because I could see the three of them, like a superhero comedy with Catwoman, Harley, and Poison Ivy. Sign me up for that.
Now, is this I don't know if this is fan fiction or is it actually a little bit true to the comics. Harley and Poison Ivy had a little something going on sometimes.
It was in the animated series.
Yeah.
Looking at it as a kid, you never would have thought about that. Watching it as an adult, there's a little hint. Like, maybe there's something, but it's nothing like...
Okay.
It's nothing to where, like, it's conflicting their thoughts.
No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
it's more like...
It's implied, though. There's a little bit of that it's implied a little bit. I remember watching one of the episodes with them as an adult and being like, holy shit, didn't fucking notice that as a kid. think about that, too. And this is off the topic a little bit, but I'm going to throw it out there.
Yeah.
Go back and watch some of the cartoons, some of the music you might have listened to as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
And just go, holy shit. Like, I didn't even think this song was about that. What the fuck was I listening to kind of a thing. And when you watch something, you go, oh, now I know what, like, my dad laughed at when we were watching this. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, hey, I didn't get that. I didn't catch that before.
Yeah, I didn't catch that reference. But kind of to wrap up this kind of discussion is, what are your final thoughts on Joker Harley Quinn? Do you think it's going to replace Gotham City Sirens?
I hope not.
What do you think? What do you think DC is going to do?
I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to stick with I hope not. I'm going to stick with I hope not.
I am the same with you. I kind of feel like it might get replaced.
No, I'm not getting my money.
I kind of feel let's be honest. Whatever DC,
we're gonna go see.
We're gonna go. If it's DC or Marvel, they pretty much have our money.
Yeah, but not
willingly.
Not willingly.
They pretty much have our money.
It's like, you guys have my money, but like I'm kind of still. It's when I hand someone money and you still hold on to it for a few seconds. It's like,
no,
fine.
I don't want to give it to you. Okay, I guess I'll give it to you.
Fine, take it.
But yeah, I agree with you. I'd rather them do Gotham City Sirens over this Joker and Harley movie, only because and I'm going to say it again, my main thing here, my main point is that Harley Quinn and Joker, to do a movie with them, you need to go rated R and you need to go there's a line that you can cross with it, but they would need to go too far into the domestic violence stuff to where people would get upset and people would not know enough about the backstory between them, and it would just create a shitstorm that DC would not want to worry about.
No.
So that's why I would say go with Gotham City Sirens. It'd be a easier movie to make for me. Plus, you can still have Jared Leto in there as the Joker. And if you want to do a Joker Harley movie in the future, maybe if the political kind of world changes.
When society calms the F down?
Yeah, when society calms down and we're able to do things like that, maybe. But right now, it would be a shell of itself.
Yeah.
It would be a farce in my mind if they did it rom-com style between the Joker and Harley Quinn. But I want to turn it on to you guys. What do you guys think? Do you want to see a Joker Harley Quinn movie? Would you rather see Gotham City Sirens? What are you guys thinking when it comes to these two? Also, one question we haven't really asked. I rag on it all the time. Did you like Jared Leto's Joker? I personally did not. Thought we could get a better Joker.
Wasn't a big fan.
There were parts where I was like, okay, that was cool. Like the nightclub scene.
Yeah.
I liked that scene, but it missed a mark with me. Like it almost hit. It almost hit, but like there was just something off with it. With
Maybe
Suicide
it was the
Squad.
purring.
Maybe because of the purring. But I want to know. I want to know what you guys think. Also, the Night King with Bran, let us know what you think about that. Let us know what you think about the Joker origin story. Also, I'm pitching it one more time. Our little house cleaning here to end everything. Make sure to check out patreon.com/mostvaluablepodcast. We revamped the page with new rewards for you guys. $1 gets you an exclusive Patreon podcast. Mark and I put one up there to just show you guys what a pseudo Patreon podcast would be. $1 gets you the audio, $2 gets you the video. We have a $5 reward for a Q&A. We're going to do Q&A videos. However, the only people that get to ask us questions and get to be used in the video are the ones from patrons at least the $5 level. And then the $10 level is you get to be a calling guest on any of the podcasts here at MVP. Make sure to go check out that page. Any support would be needed, but if you can't support, you don't have the funds to, everything is free right here on the YouTube channel like you are watching me right now. I want to thank you guys for watching and listening, and then for Johnny and myself, have a good day, everybody.